How's it going, YouTube? It's Undying Art bringing you another figure review, and today we have the TKT 004 The Vengeance 1/12 scale custom figure. So this is obviously Robert Pattinson's The Batman from 2022. This is made by TKT, or Katon, I can't remember his surname, on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description to his Facebook and his Instagram. So this is I wouldn't say one of a kind piece because he's done 2 batches, I think of 50 each, so it's a very limited figure. I'm not sure what the body is, but then it's basically entirely soft goods with 3D printed armour, hands and heads, and then of course a wide cape. So we'll take a quick look at the box first. Or not, because it's actually bigger than I thought. Knock over Batman as well, it's a good start. Just got a nice red to it. Warning, this figure's not a toy. Ages 20 plus, which is a bit of a random number. Vengeance there. Vengeance there. Another image. It says TKT 004, and then nothing on the back. So now let's stand him back up and take a closer look. So under harsh lighting, honestly, it looks a bit rough, but actually in person it's a lot better. But there is the normal expression, and here's the armour. It's attracting dust like no tomorrow, and because of me, it's even worse. Nice looking belt. The pants look really cool. I love the look of this. Then the boots, very plain. The arms are very cool as well. And the detail on the hands is really good. Then underneath the cape, it's all detailed as well, which is actually accurate to the film, which is a nice touch, even though you'll never see it pretty much. And then a nice wide cape here. So it comes with a pair of relaxed hands, and he also comes with a grappling gun, which I'm actually not sure what it actually is now, because if you've seen the film, this isn't a grappling gun at all, because he has it in his arms, so I'm not sure what this was. In fact, I don't think he ever used it, whatever it was. And then as well as that, he comes with a pair of, well actually it's not a pair, a holding the batarang hand or holding accessory hand. Nice detail, again 3D printed, and a like more gripping hand, well more relaxed I should say. And then a pair of fisted hands. And then I'll show you the batarangs, or bat knives as some people have called them. I'm not sure why, because surely just because it comes from his chest and it's shaped like a batarang, why would it not be a batarang? So you get one that's almost like the shape of his chest, and then one extended for when he cuts the crime scene, and also the pole. Then he comes with a little cup. There's a question mark in it, and if you've seen the film, you'll know why. A pair of handcuffs that don't work, they're just a nice little 3D printed accessory. It's a shame they don't work, but you know, in the future maybe someone can make working handcuffs, or maybe a company like Mafex will make working handcuffs. Comes with an envelope. Doesn't say to the Batman on it like it does in the movie, but it does have the card. I really need to get some tweezers. It does have the card that says "See you in hell." And I believe it has another card, but again, I should really get some tweezers in the future. And then here is the other card that says from your secret friend, who? And then it even says what it says in the film, what does a liar do when he's dead, when it's dead. And I'm pretty sure it does have the writing. I'm going to try and read that, hang on. No, you can't quite make out the right hand side, but you can make out the left hand side. So that's a cool little accessory. I'll leave that out so I can do the photos at the end. And as well as this normal head sculpt, or expression I should say, he comes with two more. So he comes with a Bruce Wayne head sculpt. Honestly, I don't think it's that accurate to the film. It doesn't really look like Robert Pattinson, but from afar you could definitely make it work. And mine, the head sits a bit too high up, so he's got a bit of a long neck syndrome going on. But overall, pretty cool. He comes with a cowl, which you can use as like an empty suit, which even though it doesn't really fit on there, but you could use blue tack. Excuse that annoying car in the background. Really? You're not funny. Unfortunately, mine came with a QC issue where there's a chip on the nose and a chip on the collar. But apart from that, it's pretty cool. So you can have him holding it, or like I just showed you just then. And lastly, here is an angry head sculpt. Again, as it's an older sculpt, I don't think it's quite Robert Pattinson, but from certain angles it looks good. Yeah, pretty cool. And the final accessory is a No More Lies head sculpt, which I've put on a Marvel Legends body to show you. So it's taped all the way around, so technically it's inaccurate to the film because you could see his hair on top in the film, but it's cool because it means you can have him as any kind of victim. I wish I had a chair to put him in, but I don't, unfortunately. But yeah, eventually I'll get a hair or something like that and it would be cool. I'm not sure what the sculpt is, because you can see underneath there is hair, and obviously there is a sculpt underneath, so I'm curious who they used as the base for the body. For the head, I mean, sorry. So getting on into articulation, we have a nice little pamphlet to show what you can do. So you don't want to go anywhere past this, because otherwise you'll start breaking things. It tells you there how to move the arms. The head moves 180 degrees, and there is rubber sleeve covering the joints, which is a little bit annoying, as I have found out while trying to swap out the hands. Even with heat, because the rubber gets in the way, it actually stops the peg, so that's a bit annoying. And yeah, it tells you to heat the hands to make them easier to swap out. But that's the articulation. Now taking a look at a few Mezco size comparisons. Here we have the Mezco 112 Collective Two-Face. This is the standard edition, not the one that comes in the 2-pack, with a repainted head by me. And then the Mezco Iron Fist. As you can see, he is a little bit taller. I suppose that could work because Robert Pattinson is quite tall, so you could just have him as a tall Batman, or for you maybe he's too big. But for me, he's a good size, and as he's like a one-of-a-kind item, he'll probably just be stood somewhere on my shelf on his own, instead of with any other line. And then here he is with the Black Series Stormtrooper and my mascot Punisher. And as you can see, he could definitely scale with Marvel Legends, so that could be a crossover if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Overall, I don't really know what to think of this figure. I'm a big person on posing, and you can't really pose this figure. You can pose him in subtle ways, but you can't pose him in dynamic ways, because either the shoulders will potentially break, or the head, or the hands because they pop off so easily. As you can see in the photo here, well, not photo, in the video, you can see the rubber bit on the wrist joint came off when I was trying to put the hand on because it just kept getting in the way. I don't mean I removed it, I mean it came off just by friction, so I'll just have to paint the peg black, but I don't think the rubber's a good idea, but you know, that's just me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you did and the dislike if you didn't. Enjoy the photos at the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
It's okay to fish, 'cause they don't have